I'm going to list laws of logarithms here, and then later on we'll practice with them, how to apply them. So log to base b of m multiplied by n is same as log to base b of m plus log to base b of n. Another law of logarithm, log to base b of m divided by n is log to base b of m minus log to base b of n. Third one, log to base b of m to power n will be n log to base b of m. Number 4, if log to base b of m is equals to log to base b of n, so you can cancel this if they have the same base to end up with m is equals to n. And we'll apply that later on and we'll see how that works. So let's start by looking at this example and see how we can apply these laws of logarithms to simplify these expressions. So the first thing that you want to do here is to try and apply these laws of logarithms to simplify this expression. So we'll end up with log to base 2 of 5 plus this I have, I'll move it here using the third law of logarithm. So I'll have here log to base 2 of 36 to power a half. It's actually the power law of logarithm minus log to base 2 of 10. That will simplify to log to base 2 of 5 plus log to base 2 of, if you remember indices, power a half is same as square root, so that will be 6 minus log to base 2 of 10. These two guys here, we can simplify them by saying that, log to base 2 of 5 multiplied by 6 minus log to base 2 of 10. That will give us log to base 2 of 30 minus log to base 2 of 10. And when you divide, you can use the quotient rule of logarithm to have log to base 2 of 30 divided by 10. 30 divided by 10 to end up with log to base 2 of 3. That will be your final answer. Here's another question. Given that A is that, B is that, and C is that, write this in terms of A, B, and C. The first thing that you want to do is you want to undo this expression. So log to base 5 of square root of x is same as x to power a half. When you have a quotient like this, you subtract logs using the laws of logarithms. So log to base 5 of, I'll just write this first, y squared z cubed. This can be written as log to base 5 of x to power a half minus log to base 5. And I know this is one stage that most students get confused. You may want to just put a bracket and say log to base 5 of y squared plus log to base 5 of z cubed, such that when you expand it, you have minus that, minus that. And then what you can do is you can um, bring this to that using one of the laws of logarithms in the previous page, and that bring it here. So what you'll end up with here is a half log to base 5 of x minus 2 log to base 5 of y minus 3 log to base 5 of z. And then you can now go back up there and start inspecting what did they give you in the question, what is A, what is B, what is C, and then you can come here and plug that in. So our final answer will be a half A minus 2B minus 3C, whereby just inspecting up here again, that is our A, that's our B, it's also C. So instead of writing those logarithms, we're just writing in terms of A, B, and C to end up with this. Here is another question. Given that P is that, so P is that, Q is that, find an expression in terms of P and or Q. So it's very similar to our previous question. The first step that you're going to do, let's start with A. So we'll use one of the laws of logarithms. So this is same as log to base 2 of AB, which is log to base 2 of A plus log to base 2 of B. And then you just inspect. This is P, and that's Q. Done. For B, we have log to base 2 of A cubed. Can bring that power to the left. So what you'll end up with is log to base, you'll end up with 3 log to base 2 of A, which is equal to 3P, because up here, P is log to base 2 of A. C, we have log to base 2 of B over A, which is log to base 2 of B minus log to base 2 of A, which will be equal to Q minus P. So we'll solve this the same way. D, you have log to base 2 of B to the power a half, which will be a half log to base 2 of B, and that will be a half Q, because Q is log to base 2 of B. And then for E, we have log to base 2 of B squared over A to the power a half. So I'll expand this as log to base 2 of B squared minus log to base 2 of A to the power a half. And then all these guys, I'll bring them to the left, just the way I did this one here. So what I'll end up with is log to, I'll end up with 2 log to base 2 of B minus a half log to base 2 of A, which will be 2Q minus a half B.